Hi Brendan, how you doing? Yeah, we're back. We got a rod this time. We ain't got a great deal of time, but we're certainly going to have a go. Just bear with me, I'm just going to get upriver a bit and I'm going to drift along. And then we're going to pike fish as we drift down. I'll show you the gear in a sec. I'm fishing this time, Caroline. But you'll still be able to see a few bits and pieces. Just got to work out how to do this now, and with people being able to see me and fish at the same time. Just let a few people get in. The trouble is I need to be facing the other way, so let's work this one out. Hi again, Martin. You have a yellow symbol next to your name now, which means you've been supporting us for over a month. Whee. Right then, let's try and work this fishing side of things out. Don't know with the fascia. So we've got rod, reel, got a Drennan 7 reel, we've got a Drennan Carp Continental rod, which is what I've got with me in the car, so that's all I can do really. Got the old soft lure, as you can see there, all rigged up to a strong line. And we're just going to basically, you have to bear with me because I have to work this out, how to do this, how to keep everything out of the way and stuff, and so you can still see what I'm up to. So, going to work our way along this tree line over here and see how we get on. Never fished from a boat before, so it's quite strange. To be honest, it's really weird. But I'm sure I can work it out. Let me just get you in a decent position on how to let you see what I'm doing at the same time as fishing. Just gonna let the river sort of drift me around a bit. I can cast quite a long way from the boat, so that's not a problem. And we're just bringing it in gently. Is that a good view? Is that what you want to see, or would you rather see the scenery around me and me cast sort of past the boat and stuff like that? Just going to try all sorts of spots right through the middle. I'll go down into the far corner in a little while. I'll try that as well. Very strange sitting on the boat fishing, like I say, I've never done it before. Not off this sort of boat. I've had bigger boats before, many years ago. I'm talking 15 plus years ago. A big old heron in the tree, just down the river from us. But just thought it'd be worth a go with the old lure and see if we can get a pike to take it. No reason why we can't. Just got to work out which way we're going to drift. because even me reeling in is pulling the boat round. Glad I'm fishing. Yeah, that's what I said. I thought I'd give it an hour. It's always nice to have a little go in it. Oh, the swans are coming over to say hello to me. Think about it like that. Literally right next to me. We just got to try, really. We just sort of cast around and see what we can do, really. Casting, what, 20, 30 yards away from the boat, down a sink, giving it a few twitches. It's quite awkward in the boat, obviously how I'm sitting, but if I sit up a bit more, I'll be able to do it a bit easier. We need to get a smaller rod for actually doing this, which is I've been looking at, just not sure what to use, to be honest. Don't know what mate to go for, or whether I want a 7 foot, 9 foot, what sort of pound test curve I'm going to get. So I'm still sort of trying to make them decisions, but I will be getting a proper one for the boat. This is a bit long, obviously it's 13 foot, but it's definitely worth a go. So I don't know how much you can see of what I'm doing, but you should be able to see something happening. If I had a much smaller rod, you'd probably be able to see the tip of the rod in that if I went like that. You'd be able to see what I'm actually up to. That's definitely got to be worth a few casts and stuff. Let me face you towards where I'm casting and see what sort of picture I get from that. So I don't really know what sort of view you want to see. Do you want to see me talking, or do you want to just see me putting the rod in front like that and just reeling in and hopefully getting a take? It's very hard to say, really. You let me know in the chat what you'd rather see, but I can keep casting about and putting the rod out like that and just bringing it in along the bottom, stopping, giving it a few little twitches, going again. Hopefully we'll find a fish. But what do you think in there? You know, let me know what you think. Is this sort of view the sort of view you want to see, or would you rather see me round, you know, from the other side, with me reeling in and me chatting and stuff like that? So we're just pulling the soft lure through, hoping that something will take it. We've probably got a much more chance of getting a big pike or something like that on some dead baits or live baits on floats that I just put out there and left, but we'll probably maybe get a smaller pike or put, you know, a decent sized perch maybe on the lures. It's definitely always worth a go. Hopefully you can see where I'm casting and stuff and what I'm up to. Hi Robert, how you doing? We're back out on the boat again. I was out a little while ago doing a boat tour, and I said to everyone I'll do the last hour of dark out on the boat with the lure rod. So hopefully we're going to finish on a fish. You never know. Be nice. I think I want to get down in that corner, but I'm going to try the whole area while we're drifting about, because you never know where they're going to be sitting, do you? You should be able to see it landing in the water and stuff from where I'm casting. And what I'm basically doing is putting the lure down there, letting it sink to the bottom, which out here is about 5 to 10 foot, depending on where you're casting. And then we're just twitching it in along the bottom, and hopefully Mr. Perch or Mr. Pike are going to find it as I bring it in, and it's going to smash the rod round and we're going to get towed around the yard, because that's what will happen. That will tow us. We won't be able to move with that. We're not anchored down really for getting something big. Oh, we've got to try, haven't we? That's what it's all about. Hi Jay, hi Robert, hi Richard, hi KC, hi Brendan, hi Pam, hi Barry, hi Steve, hi Caroline, hi Stephen, Brandon Outdoors. I think I've got everyone there. I'm doing my best. Just thought I'd, like I say, get the old lure rod out. I'm gonna head over to that corner over there, I think, because like I say, I saw a few fish moving around in that area last time I was here. So let's head over towards that corner and see if we can get something happening. So I could put it out of the back of the boat and we could just troll about, but it does look good in the water at that sort of speed. But first, I think we'll just go over and have a few casts and stuff around that area. We'll see how we get on. I'll put this out the side, just what we're going across, and just see what sort of action we get. Actually, it looks pretty good, yeah. That's actually going along quite nicely. So we'll go over towards this corner. And I'll just switch it off like that, and we'll get a cast out over that way. I'm going over towards that heron now, snipping. It's not a problem, it's just... No, I haven't yet, Robert. It's the first time I've actually even tried to do anything in the boat with a rod. So I was out doing a boat tour, and I said to everyone I can always grab a rod out of the car and... Oh, take! Fish on! Fish on! Big fish on! Oh, and guess what? Net's in the car. Because I was only expecting to get jacks and stuff. And guess what we got? Whoa! Big fish on. Very big fish on. I say very big. Whoa! I wasn't expecting to hook up that quick. I knew there was some fish here towing us about. Lovely. Oh! So they are pike here then. I knew there was because I've seen them. Guess what? We got one on. We're just not sorted now. We've got to get over to the car to be able to unhook it now. That's the only trouble. I wasn't expecting to hook up that quick, to be honest. And I had a feeling that might happen. The bloody nets in the car. I knew if I got a jack, I could probably hand it in. Got to be very, very careful of getting jagged teeth on me. Let me try and get you in a better position here so you can see what's going on. We've got a nice fishing on the edge of the boat here. I'm going to try and get my hand on its gills without cutting my hands. So bear with me. And that's an awesome start. Whoa, hopefully you're seeing this fish. Ain't a lot of room in the boat with this big old rod. That's the only trouble. That's not helping me too much. But we'll work it out and find a way of getting it in. If I'd had my net, I could have netted it quite easily. So I wasn't expecting to get one that size, to be honest. Whee! Richard will be happy because he's been wanting me to get a pike for a while now. I don't remember the last time I handled a pike, so this is going to be fun. Whoa, what a beast of a fish, if I can get it up. This is the only trouble, you can't actually see what's happening, can you? Which is the pain. Right, bear with me. I will get this up, somehow. I've just got to be very careful I don't cut on my hand. Okay, Mr. Pike, calm down. Calm down. I've got to wait until he's finished because he's still going mental, as you can probably imagine. Cheers, Mr. Pike. He's absolutely soaking me. I weren't prepared, that's the trouble. I said to you I'd see pike coming around, didn't I? I knew it was a good spot to try. Whoa! Smashing up against the boat. Right, Mr. Fish. Come here without cutting me. Come on. Can we lift you? Yep, I've got hold of him. Oh. He's in the boat. He's in the boat. This is going to be awesome if we can get this right. Get ready for this, everyone. I've got to be very careful you don't flip around and cut me. Look at that. Yeah! First fish on boat. Awesome. Look at that for a beast. That's what we wanted. Can't do the thurne with this because that is a proper mouth. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that beast. Good fish, isn't it? Don't know what it weighs, but not going to be able to find that because I ain't got that sort of gear with me. But that's a hell of a lovely fish. And the first fish to the boat. I'm really happy with that. I knew if I fished that last hour, I've been coming down here a lot. We're off camera. I've been coming down here a lot. Whoa! He's going mental. I'm just going to try and turn him round. Yeah, I'm fine. Big pike. Yeah. Hang on. That's big, yeah. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. Size? Pike, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's Waterside Fishing Adventures, the site. Waterside Fishing Adventures, the site's called. Thank you. So yeah, lovely jubbly, everyone. There he is. Awesome. And I caught that in what? 5 minutes of being on? Just being in the right spot, that's the thing. It's a good size. I'd like to weigh him and find out, but look at the colours on the tail and stuff like that. Absolutely lovely colours. Gorgeous fish. And definitely worth a few casts around here. I knew as I was going through, I was getting a few takes on a few of the casts, and I thought I'm going to go in that area because I've seen them taking fish before over there. And yeah, bang, away it went. So I better not keep out of the water too much longer. I know they're quite tough, these fish, but awesome. Good start to the old piking. The strange thing was, whoa, just got to turn him over. I was going to go out piking tomorrow anyway, but it's a pain in the boat. It's different in the boat to what it is on the bank. And obviously with a big heavy fish like this, that's a lot harder to hold. Good job of soft rubber at the bottom of the boat is nice. Right, so we'll show him. Whoa! Got to watch his teeth on the boat and stuff as well. So we'll show him one more time, and we're going to get him back. I'm really struggling to get him in the picture. He's a lovely fish. Right then. God, them colours are unbelievable, especially for a winter colours. Look at them. Gorgeous fish. I know his mouth's a bit bloody, but that's just normal for a pike. So we'll get him back in. You never know, we might even hook up again. So let's get him back in. I'll try and show you him going off, but I don't know how well I can do that. And away he goes. Look at that. Yeah! Awesome, everyone. How was that? I knew the last hour would be the spot down here. So I've been researching this spot for, don't know, about 2 months now. To be honest, I come down here every single week and I track where the fish go, where they're jumping, where they're, what they're up to. And we go from there. There you go, Richard. There's your pike that you've been asking me to catch for a while. Let's see if we can get over there and get another one, shall we? We're running out of light now, that's the only trouble. But yeah, awesome. So that was all caught. I'll show you what I caught it on. That's what we caught it on. Why didn't I kiss him? So let's have a few more casts around this area, and obviously there's pike in the area. think it's because there's pike in the area, they're hungry because all the other fish get pushed away. So, Richard, you've been asking me for that pike for a long time, haven't you? A few weeks, and well, maybe even a month now. You've been asking me to go for pike. So guess what I'm doing? And that's not a bad sized fish to start the old piking season off with, is it? It certainly wasn't a tiny one. See if we can get another one. I'm casting out and I'm reeling in, and we're just trying the spots that I think are going to be good. You basically let it sink to the bottom, just twitch it in. Oh, I just had another take. They're definitely here. Definitely here. Oh, that's good. Right, I'm going to move over a bit because I know a bit better sort of spot where I need to be in. But that was awesome. So 5 minutes of fishing in the right place can do wonders for your fishing. But like I say, I've been doing literally weeks worth of research, checking these spots, seeing whether the fish are crashing, whether they're taking fish. We don't just come out and chance it. You know, I do all the research in the background. And as you see in my videos and stuff, it pays off. Nice one, Brendan. Thanks very much. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that heron in that tree there. Everyone should be able to see it. There's a big heron in the tree there. But over that area, all around there, is where I've seen fish taking other fish. So it'd be really good if we can get another one, but I can't promise anything, but I can certainly do my best. But to get a double figure pike within 5 minutes of being out on the boat, I'm quite happy with that. Hello, Stephen. Did you see that? Did you, Stephen? Did you see the fish, Stephen, or are you watching the old football? Gave me a really good fight. It was all good fun. Yeah, you saw it. Nice one. Nice to get a pike, get something different. Rich has been asking me to get one of them for a while now. I was actually going to go dead baiting and stuff, but so I've been checking out this area lately, and oh, really? I was on again then. They're definitely in the area. Definitely in the area. They're taking the bait, or they're taking the lure. Let me sort this out a sec. Check these hooks and stuff. Oh, it's come unclipped. That was lucky. So I'll be coming down here a bit more often now. Let's say I worked the spot out. Hello, Roger. How you doing? You missed the fish, Roger. Literally within 5 minutes. Double figure pike in the boat. I was saying just everyone else. It wasn't just a case of luck and just putting it out there. I've been checking this spot out for the last probably 3-4 weeks and looking where the pike have been hanging around and where they're striking fish and that sort of thing off camera, and yeah, it's paid off. Right on the spot, and guess what? Fish within 3 casts. Let's see if we can get another one. Yep, he's spot on there, Pam. I'm definitely going to need a bigger boat. Again, this time of night for pike fishing, in my eyes, I don't know, other people probably think different things, but I would say this is probably the best time of the night to have a chance of catching one. Just on the twilight, they just see the lure going through the water just at the corner of their eye. You've got a little bit of sort of twilight left, so they're only just catching it, and then they just snap at it. Oh, no, not that time. What's happening? Yeah, go and have a look, Roger. It was a nice fish. It was double figures. It was fun playing about with that in the boat. I was being really careful not to cut my hands because I ain't got a gaff or any metal gloves on me or anything. I'm just in the boat with bare hands, and you have to be careful obviously with hooks and stuff in the blow up boat, and Pike's teeth are quite rough. So what I'll do is I'll come back out here. We'll moor up out in the middle here somewhere at some point. And what I'll do is I'll put a couple of rods out over the edge on floats, and then I'll fish like this, and we'll see what we can do in a whole day down here. Because I know they're here, like I say, I've been doing the research, so I know for a fact that they're about. Just showing you the action and stuff is the fun and the hard bit to do, because I didn't know how to get the fight in the camera and stuff like that. Yeah, that was certainly a good fight. I was towing the boat, I don't know if you noticed. Still good fun. So just bring it along, just let it sink to the bottom. A few twitches, a few turns. A few twitches. Keep it reeling. Every now and again just stop. Let it sit on the bottom. As soon as you move it again, you'll quite often get a take. They're not always in the trees and around the edges, but that's always a good place to start. I don't blank very often. Like I was saying, I put the research in before I go to a spot most of the time. You can't say it weren't a bad fish. Hi John, how you doing? If you didn't see the fish, go back towards the beginning. I had a double figure pike within, I think it was the first 5 minutes of being out. Got a boat coming my way, so the weird thing is I'll cast the lure to the right or the left. When I reel it in gently and stop and stuff, that pulls the boat round that way. There you go, like Robert told you, go 6 minutes and you'll find the fish I had. I did keep it up on camera for a little bit and turned it around and stuff, but I didn't want to keep it out of the water too long. Only a few minutes, if that. Like I say, you never know. You might have another one. I'm certainly trying hard with the limited time I got. Whee! Tidal waves, whee! Boat was going way too fast. The one that just come past us. Be nice if I can get a perch now, a big perch as well. But they're quite happy with another pike. I can find another one. Let's just get the old engine going again and turn around again, shall we? I don't want to be facing that way, really. I want to be facing this way. Don't get me wrong, they're there, but I feel more confident with the amount of time I've got to fish actually in the, over into that corner really. I know I've had one down there now, it's the only trouble. Got a wind pushing me along now as well, which is a bit of a pain. If we go back up tide, we can drift along, have some more casts. Yes, I am trolling along the side of the boat while I'm doing it as well. Am I being called an amateur? Krill. So I'm just going to keep going along here and keep casting because you never know where they're going to be. But I like to cast to the bank like that, let it sink, twitch it about a little bit. Go on, Mr. Pike, where are you? There's another one. So I don't want to be too greedy. I'm really happy to get one that size straight off the cuff, but it would be nice to get another one as well. I would go and explore for more of the river, but we ain't got much daylight left, so I'm just doing my best to see if I can find another one. You'll certainly see me out doing more of this though. Also, I want to come down here with some dead baits and stuff like that as well. Oh, I'll give you arm out using a big rod like this. Be a lot easier if I had a little 9 foot or something like that. But I'm just doing the best with what I've got at the moment. And obviously worked, as you saw. You should be able to see where I'm casting and reeling in. Seem to be blowing around a bit now because it's getting windy. You can see I can cast a fair distance and cover quite a bit of water, which is nice. Is the view good? Is it? This is how you want to see it, sort of thing, or it's sort of quite hard to work out how to show you what I'm up to in the boat. So I'm bringing it up, letting it sink. Food twitches along. Bring it up. Let it go down again. Reel it in gently. All different motions really, just making it swim like a natural fish. Hopefully that's what's happening anyway. Must be working because we hooked up fairly quickly. Have to move me again. I'm literally ending up down the river because the wind's pushing me down river now. It's a bit of a pain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up the top end there because the wind's drifting me this way at the moment, so if I go back up the top I can drift back down along that side, and I'll probably say where there's that one pike there's probably some more. Not always, but I think it's definitely worth a go. So let's get back then to this point and we'll let ourselves get pushed down the river again. Whack it in the side here now. I'm going to drop it down and troll it along while we're doing it as well. Just in case, you never know. It's quite smart just having it out the side like that one. There you can see that, you can see the rod there, and just trolling it out the side. It's quite a cool way of doing it. Got to work out and make sure it's on the bottom but not going through weed and stuff like that. Hopefully we're going to get another take. The wind's really pushing me about now. It's a bit of a pain. Make sure I don't get caught up in the propeller with the line. What I'll do is I'll get down in this corner where I've seen a lot of fish crashing, like so. Which is down here. And get ourselves steady. And we'll start drifting again. Alright, let's have a few casts and try not to get caught in these trees. See if we can get any down here. This is the tree where the heron was sitting a minute ago. Oh, there's a lot of debris on the bottom down here by the looks of things. There's not much I can do about that. In this little corner it does look good, you've just got to keep the lure off the bottom. So you've got to let it land, but you've got to start reeling it sort of quick. Yep, that was Andy Tigger. Shout out to Andy Tigger because he sponsors these lures to the channel about a month or so ago. So, cheers. Thanks very much, Andy Tigger. I just had the first fish that I've caught on them. I had a few takes on them before, but never actually landed a decent fish like that. It's caught on the silver and sparkly one. And double figure fish is not a bad start, is it? Nice one, Brandon. Andy Tigger helps the channel quite often, to be honest. Sometimes he'll say, let's go and do a sea fishing trip or something like that, and he'll sponsor the worms and something like that, and I'll do the fill and stuff like that, and the other way around. And yeah, he looks after the channel, and I appreciate that. This is the only trouble when I'm, God, this wind drifting me right along. which I don't want. I want to stay that way. Don't know how well I'm keeping up with the chat, but cheers, Andy. Don't know how big it was, but I would have said it was a double. I don't think there's any questions there whether that was a double or not. It was quite easily a double. But I ain't got no scales with me, so. I might hook up to a few little jacks and stuff, like sort of 2 or 3 pounders and stuff, but I might also hook a 30 pounder, you never know, you don't know what's going to happen next. So let's keep casting and reeling and hope we get another fish. I had a feeling that was going to be worth a few casts today. I had actually planned to do that after the boat trip, whatever, even if no one else wanted to see it, I would have, I'd fished it anyway, off camera, but worked out everyone wanted to see me do it, so nice. So I definitely need to get a little lure rod though, because this is way too big. The bottom end of the handle's getting in the way, and it's a pain in the boat. 20 thumbs up. Thanks very much, everyone. What's the eel situation like? How do you mean? What, in here? I would say I don't think I've ever caught an eel in the Broads. I need to get a mud weight, everyone, because every time I reel in, that pull the boat around. We'll look into one later on. It's just basically a bit of concrete on a hook. You can chuck it out the side of your boat and just keep you in one spot for a little while. Just because these have got a long handle, that's making it a bit of a pain. To I see my way around the boat and stuff like that. But you'll soon know if I get another take. This lure ain't got no rattles or nothing in it or nothing like that, so once it gets dark, that's not really going to send out the right vibrations and stuff for what we want to be doing. But so I thought I'd give it an hour down here, and that's definitely paid off. Lots of eels down here. Oh well, never caught any eels down here. Well, I've only been up here 6 months, don't forget, but I've had perch, roach, rudd, bream, pike. Haven't had any eels. So I'm guessing do one. I would say they wouldn't be here at the moment because they're all salt water, but I hope you're actually seeing what you want to see. So it's a bit awkward really to fish and show you what's going on. Keep an eye on the camera, make sure you're actually seeing something. The camera at one end of the boat, me at the middle of the boat. It's a bit different. Never know, we might just get that one more bite. If we don't, I'm still really happy with the session. Seeing that's a short session. Just still dark. Can't ask for much more really, can you? When I thought I might get a jack, maybe sort of 2 or 3 pound or something like that. Or I have seen some big fish crashing out, so maybe I was due a decent one. I mean, I was out fishing all day yesterday and big baits down on the river down at Roxham, going for the bigger fish. Managed to hook 3 really nice ones and lost them. And I had some roach and some rudd and stuff like that. I think I had around 23 fish in the end. So I think I was due my bigger fish. I've been putting the effort in. I've certainly been coming down here and checking this place out far too often. I'm not getting any more takes now, but it could be because it's getting too dark. I'm trying to sort of look at the chat and keep up with everyone as well. Robert's had some eels out of Alton Broad, yeah. I've had eels, don't get me wrong, I've had quite a few eels, but not from up here yet. Sort of nudging the bottom as I come along from the feel of things. There's a bit of weed over that way, that's a pain. Hook's still sharp, everything still seems good. Of course, give me our mate casting around with this rod and actually sitting in the boat like this. Definitely gonna have to get the right size rod. But I managed to make it work, as you saw earlier on. Ain't got too much light left, but we're okay. We're literally just off a bank of where the car is. I'm not too worried. Don't know how light it is down here at night, but not very, I don't think. I haven't got my headlamp or nothing with me, but we can deal with that. I'm gonna move up here a bit and let's get this lure in. I'm gonna have a go near the boats, I think. Troll all we're going along here, just in case we get a take. Hopefully that's going to be the first of many big pike out the broads for me. The goal is £30 plus at some point. And I will go targeting them to the best I can. So we'll just troll this area a little bit, I think, for a minute. See how that does. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast over them areas now towards these boats. Let ourselves drift in that way a bit. Probably see it splash in the water. Yeah, it should do. Trouble is the wind's pushing me in the bank. Okay, so the wind's been a right pain, that's pushing me straight into the bank. That ain't gonna work. Got weed on the... Okay, right, let's turn round. Because we're gonna end up on the bank if not. What I'm gonna do... Some big old planes up there, but can't see them. Could be a helicopter. I'll drop this down so it's on the bottom, near enough. Turn you so you can see what I'm up to. Trolling this down the side. Got it rested on my leg, as you can probably see, as a rod rest. So we're going to troll it along at different depths against this wind. See if we can get a take like that. Every now and again I'm going to stop and drift a little bit so that slows the lure down and stuff. Ooh. SE rescue, yeah. Bear with me, I'm trying to sort of see the chat and troll and control the engine all at the same time. How you doing, Clive? If you, we had a fish in the first 10 minutes. If you go back to around 5 minutes, you'll see a nice double figure fish. Lovely pike with really nice colours. Now we're just trolling along the sides or down the river because it's got windy and it's pushing me all over the place. So we're trying a bit of trolling instead. We have actually got someone else fishing with us as well by the sounds of things. Maybe he gets on as well. Someone else has noticed we've got a few pike down here. Just make sure this is trolling nicely and not down on the... Yeah, that's alright. Just making sure it went down in the weed and spoiling things. If you see me go crazy and grab all of this rod, then you know we just had another big bite. need a little spit. I know I do, yeah. I've been looking. Anything you recommend? Not really sure what to get. I've been looking at all different ones. It's not about the price, it's about, you know, what it does, and not sure which one to go for yet, whether I'm going to go for a 7 foot, 9 foot. And then obviously how soft the tip do I want, because I want to be able to catch perch with it as well, really. It's nice to be able to troll along, I guess, and hope you get a smash. That pike I had on that is probably the first, well, not probably, it is the first pike I've had for a long time on a lure. I normally stick a pike floats out with dead baits on and stuff like that. But recently I've been getting the lures in and had a couple of goes on the channel, as you probably saw before, and had a few takes and stuff, hooked up to some perch and stuff. But doing what I'm doing this time, I think is working out quite nicely. What I'm doing is just literally trolling along, as you can see. See the rod. I'm going to do sort of a loop here and then come down the other side. Go a bit closer in, I won't go too close, because I don't want to be snagged on the bottom, but I'm going to take a nice wide berth so I can turn and keep the rod in the water. Alright, you missed a pike, or is that too dark now? You really, when you're doing this at this time of night, once it starts getting dark, you really want a lure with a rattling. So you got a bit of vibration, sort of noise and movement. Careful we don't get caught in the old propeller. Bear with me. Maybe I should go down the boatyard there a bit. My favourite spots are definitely along here. Let's see if we can have a few casts while we're moving along slowly. Winter pain, really. That's spoiling my nice drifting across. Don't look dark in the camera, but it's near enough dark. I ain't giving up yet. Ooh. He chipped down the river a bit as casting out a spinner as well, by the looks of things. Thought I had a bit of an investigation then, but it might not have been. Oh, electric motor, yeah, you can. There you go, there's the electric motor. A bit hard to see, it's nearly dark. Hang on, I'll try and... Oh. There's that. Basically got your 0%, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100% on there. You turn it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on. Yeah, you basically got your handle, you turn it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forwards and backwards. You can extend this bit here and you just basically steer it around. Put it, lock it to where you want it down here. So you extend that, put it where you want it, and away you go. They're definitely good. That's the first one I've ever had, but that'll be the one I keep going for now if I had to replace it or anything. It doesn't give me no hassle, it's been really good. Takes me all around the river. So I'm drifting in, I'm going to end up on the bank in a sec, but let's have a go along this side while we're drifting, shall we? See if we can find a fish along here. But I won't be able to go too much longer because, like I say, it'll be pitch black in a minute. It doesn't look like it in the camera, but I can assure you it is. How long does the battery last? It depends what battery you got. I'm using a deep cycle car battery, but depending on what battery you use, as to what you get and what speeds you run at. I'm going to hit the bank here and just let myself sit on the side here. Yeah, it's all down to different batteries and stuff. I normally take 2 really big deep cycle car batteries with me and can probably get about 3 hours out of them. You don't get a great deal of time, and especially if you're going fast. The faster you go, the less time you get, basically. If you cruise around at trolling speeds like I've been on this one all day now, you get a lot longer. Trouble is the old deep cycle car batteries, the high power ones, are sort of £250, £300, £400 at a time. They're not cheap. Cost more on the boat. By the time you bought 3 of them, you can get the boat for £1,200, but yeah, the batteries cost the same. Alright, let's start moving along and get away from this wind again, shall we? It's the trouble, the wind's pushing us right in. It's a real pain. Let's push myself off the edge. Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? Yeah, you can spend loads of money on them, but they just don't last very long. I mean, sometimes if you want to go out trolling or whatever, you got an hour ain't much good to you, is it? Or even 2 or 3 hours. Sometimes it's quite annoying, but if you only get into a spot, then that can work quite well. Alright, so we're trolling along again. It's easier for me to troll at the moment because the wind's pushing me all over the place. No problem, Barry. Glad you enjoyed it. nice to get a nice big sized pike on it, and it was nice to have a good explore around the area in the live before that, doing the boat tour. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I just thought I'd have a little troll about just before it get dark. Well, it's pretty much dark, but you never know, we might just get a take. If you don't try, you don't get. I'm going to get close to these boats and that with the rod now. And if you can see the rod like that, yeah, you should be able to. Just going to troll just for a little bit longer, just in case. The vibrations of the fish sort of waggling about, the tail waggling and stuff, is enough to get a take, but I would probably expect daylight to be better. I'm getting carried away now. I've had a double figure pike. Feeling like I may be able to get another fish, but darkness is sort of with us now. Oh yeah, Roger, it will get better, but I mean, if I wanted 3 massive deep cell batteries to cruise around in this, you'd be looking at £1,000 a battery. They get silly prices, don't they? I mean, I could just go out and buy a really nice boat for that. Spend 4 or 5 grand, 6 grand on a boat and have it inboard. It just gets silly. So I'm going to troll right down the river if I can. Fishing the dot, how you doing? If you didn't, and Lloydies, how you doing? If you didn't see the fish earlier on, if you go back to about 5 minutes, at the beginning of the video, I had a double figure pike. Nice fish, really nice colours. Definitely worth having a look at. We're trying a bit of trolling now just to see if we can get one more, but I think it's getting a bit too dark now. Hi Mark, how you doing? I was saying to everyone else, if you want to see the fish caught so far, you have to go back to 5 minutes into the video and you'll see the pike turn me around on the boat. Cheers Lloydie, yeah, definitely worth a look. Lovely fish. I know it's not showing on the camera, but it's pretty much pitch black now. I can hardly see where I'm going. But I'm just trolling up and down. You never know, do you? You just never know. Could be a 30-pounder just sitting right underneath the boat. I'm definitely moving, Clive. That's just pitch black. Can't say I've seen him, no. I haven't seen Martin, no. Hi Lunga, how you doing? Anyone new coming in, if you want to see a decent fish that I caught earlier on. I had a double figure pike at around 5 minutes into the video. Or the live, whatever you want to call it. I'm now just trolling up and down the river with a lure on. Seeing if we can get a take like that. So it's pretty much pitch black. "16 minutes from the start." There you go. People are telling you where the fish are if you want to see them. Nice big fish. Definitely worth a look. Once I get home and I'll make the thumbnail and stuff for the live, then I'll put it up in the front picture. My toes and hands are like ice at the moment, but just want to hold it on just that little bit longer if I can. Just trot along into dark and just see if we can get a take like this. I've never actually tried trotting along like this before, so you never know. So I'll work my way along the side of the river here. And see if we can get this rod to go smashing round. Yeah. Richard has been asking me for quite a few weeks, if not even before that, if I could go out and catch a pike for him. And I went out and done it, and within 15 minutes I had one on the boat for him. So pretty good. I ain't done yet. I'll be out there after some more pike, and I'll try and catch some even bigger than that. Oh, I think we just had a take, but I'm not 100%. The rod went round, but it could have been weed. So I don't think it was. Ooh. Don't know if you all heard that, but a pike crashed out under them trees there. Definitely some pike in the area. Need to be down here in the daylight more though, really. Them areas where I took you on the boat tour today would be ideal for me to take a rod and see if we can get a few more. Nice one, Lloydie. Good to get a keep net. Bit dark, I can't hardly see where I'm going. Can you even see anything on the picture? I just thought I'd troll along a river and back again just for what's time. So I've been up for 75 minutes. So I'll give it just a little bit longer. We'll say what, do about 90 minutes. Do an hour and a half for you. We'll just troll along a river like this. Just see if we can get that mega take. You never know, do you? You hear them owls and stuff in the trees? Sounds like you're having fun, Stephen, at the old football. I've got some swans and stuff cruising down the middle of the river. Let's just hope I'm just going to pull the lure in and make sure we ain't got weed all over it. No, well, yeah, a little bit. Tiny bit of weed on it. Let's get it back out there without this weed on. So that could have been weed that we had there. But it felt like a take. Just let it sink and onto the bottom. And then we just pull it up a couple of turns just to get it off the bottom. And that's where I like to fish it. Come out of the way, Mr. Swan, because I've got a rod sticking right out. You can probably just about see that swan. Hey, can you see the first video tonight? They'll be uploaded later on. That'll be on there. What I'll do is I'll go and put a nice picture and stuff on, and I'll write Wormex Stave boat tour or something like that on it, and that'll be ready to watch if you want to see it again. You can see the swan, but you can't see much else. It's really strange going down the river and in pitch black. I can see the edges, and I can like see the top of the trees and stuff, but I can't see much else. But thought that was a fish in, but that weren't. Oh, fish on, fish on! Whoa, 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 whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Big fish on! Whoa! Don't know how well you can see this. Oh my god! We're getting towed around like Jaws here. Unbelievable. I thought we might get another one, but how on earth do I show you this fish now? Because I ain't got a headlamp with me. I've got no lights on the camera equipment in front of you. But I know something. Way, we're getting towed. It's not as big as the one I had earlier, but it's not too bad. Think, Carl, think. How do you get some light going here? Definitely works, doesn't it? I'm gonna. I'm trying to think. Have I got any power lights or anything with me? What have I got in the car? Definitely works. Exactly what I said do. Can't see anything now. I know. I'm going to try and find a spot where there's some light. I've still got the fish on. Don't worry. I could quite easily lift up into the boat. So what I'll do is I'll play it in. Oh, and I'll try and find some light. I knew I'd get one in the dark. I just had a feeling. Oh, come here, fishy. Come here. Oh. Just going to get him in the boat. Right, so the fish is in the boat. And they're going to whip down to find some light somewhere. Where can we go? So we can actually see what I've got here. See, I knew it was worth trolling down the river. Normally I've got my power packs on me stand that I'm on now, but bear with me, Mr. Pike, bear with me. This one's not double figures, but still it's a good pike. That'll be worth seeing. Richard number 2, yeah. Should have seen the old rod go round that pulled the boat. That pulled the, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not a happy fish. I've got to be really careful of the, oh, he's going mental. Got to be really careful of the hooks going in the boat. So I've got to be double careful. I'm trying to find some lights somewhere. I say normally I'll keep a light on this tripod, but for some reason the power packs are not on the back of it, which is very unusual, as I don't normally take them off. Think. I'm going to whip down towards where the shop is. Bear with me, I'm going to go flat out, you ain't going to see a lot. I'm going to absolutely launch down the river. Street light, there ain't none, that's what I was thinking. But I'm looking down towards the shop. If you look in the right hand side of the picture, Oh, stay still, Mr. Pike. Oh. Whoa, he's knocking me camera everywhere and everything. He's going mental. He's not a happy chappy. Just bear with me. I will make sure your picture's good once I get there. He's knocking all the legs on the stands and everything. But you're going to want to see it, ain't you? So just let me get to some light. I can see light down here. Look. I'm flying down the river flat out. We'll find a bit of light down there. Do it in the car headlights, but that won't be very great, will it? Let's go down near the shop and see if we can show it. Running out of battery now as well because I've just come all the way down the river flat out. Wee, calm down, fishy. He's annoyed with me. I don't know how light that's actually going to be down here, you know. Lighter than what it is there, but there ain't a great deal of light down there, but just the light coming out of that window of that house there is probably going to give me some light. If I can get there somewhere and if I'll put some light into the camera, which I should do. I'll be able to show you one more fish. I'll come down here again in the daylight and we'll spend the day doing this and we'll make sure we, get a few. I've got loads of lights, Mick. I just weren't planning on fishing in the dark. I've got all the gear. Right. Oh. I don't know what you can see. I don't want to keep this out of the water too much longer. I can put him back in for a sec. Whoa. I'll be careful here because there's... Oh. All right, fishy. This hook has gone well in. Oh. It's going to be a pain. And I'm watching them teeth because I know they hurt. Come on, fishy, give me a... That's it. We're there, right. I found a bit of light. Whether that's going to be light for you, I'm hoping. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Cannot see anything. Whoa. The rod's getting hit on the sides of everything. What do we do here? Can you see that fish? Not really, can you? You can see a lot of fish, can't you? And you can see he's a good sized fish, but that's not really helping, is it? Oh, rod. Ugh. I would have thought in here I'd have got a lot more light, but HD photo, yeah. I'm trying not to snap my rod. I'm in amongst all the boats. Don't really want to be going where I'm going, to be honest, but I haven't got a lot of choice. It's pushed me right in. what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the light on my phone. Oh, for some reason when I turned the light on my phone, that went away. Whee! You can see him, but not very well, can you? Mr. Pike. Oh, 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 oh. It's a real pain, isn't it? Normally I've got all my gear with me. Not this time. Can you see that? Not really, can you? You get the idea, I think. It's annoying. That's about £6, I reckon. Here he is. It's the best I can do. I'm just getting a reflection off the buildings and getting a bit of light. No, I don't want to end it. I can probably get a photo there. Hang on. What a shame. Gonna have to get him back. I just held him in the water for a minute, but I think you get the idea. It's around £6 to £8. So I'm going to get it back in because I don't want it to die. And he's gone. Sorry about that, everyone, but that's the best I could do. Now all tangled up in the boats. I'll be very careful I don't get hooked up. But I'll certainly repeat this for you. Oh. The one time I didn't have my lights. Right, we're finding our way back out of the boat yard where I got all tangled up. Yes, pitch black. I can hardly see where I'm moving. Really sorry I couldn't show that second fish. I hope you saw it, sort of. Normally I've got a headlamp on me and power packs. Where the camera's sitting now is normally got power packs on the back of it and the light. as you know from the other videos, but not that time. I'm going to trawl it along here just down back to the car. You never know, do you? I know you can't see anything. I'm not expecting... Well, I can't see what I'm doing, to be honest. It's pretty crazy. I'm just trying to find my way back to the car now. It's pretty mad. I wasn't expecting to get one in the dark, actually, like that. Well, I thought I'd try. And that paid off, didn't it? Just a shame I couldn't show it. Sorry you can't see anything, everyone. Yeah, cheers for coming in. Like I say, there's not much to see in the pitch black, is there? I'm heading back towards the car. I'm going to try and get out without falling in the water. And yeah, I've still got the lure trawling along down the side, but we don't really want to get another one now, do we? Not if I ain't got my lights on. Maybe I should come down here again tomorrow. Andy was going to fish with me tomorrow as well, and I think Stephen wants to as well, so Stephen could do his normal thing on the side here where I parked up. Andy could put his pike floats and stuff out in the areas where I caught today, and I could troll up and down or on the other side and stuff, and we could make it really interesting, you know, three of us all doing different things. Well, I've made it back to the car. So I appreciate you all coming in. I've spun around. I'm trying to talk to you, but you can't even see my face or anything, can you? So thanks very much for coming in. Really appreciate it. In both lives that I've done today. And I'll be back at it again very soon, and I'll see you all probably in some chats tonight once I get home. Right. As I say, thanks very much, everyone. Appreciate you being in. I might have a couple of casts off the bank just to see if I can hook up from the bank. And if I do, I'll get you in the headlights. That's what I'll do now, actually. I think I'll get over, tie the boat to the side so I don't lose anything. We'll have a few casts in the dark and see if we can get anything, shall we? I can put the headlights on if I do get another fish. Whoa. Bear with me, everyone. Cannot believe I haven't got. Oh, stand on my own rod now. Oh, look at that. I'll have a food cast in the dark, everyone. And if I hook up, I'll whack the old car headlights on. But if you don't want to hang around, that's not a problem, because I know it's pitch black on there. a bit crazy, everyone. I can literally not see a thing of what I'm doing, so I'd say it's probably time to come out. I can put you in the screen of the car if you like. Put some lights on. Real shame though. We had a second fish, but we definitely got a nice big one on the first one we landed, didn't we? Let me work you up here. I can give you some light then. Not really. What is going on here? Hey, alright everyone, sorry about that, there's nothing I could do. I drifted right into that corner down the bottom there. Got stuck in amongst all the boats. Rod was bending over, I nearly snapped my rod. I have no idea why that keeps falling out of the stand, but that's getting on my nerves. So let's... Why is that coming out? Try again, what's happening? It's all falling apart on me. Had a couple of nice fish, you saw the first one. Second one, somewhere between 6 and 8, I reckon. First one was obviously way into double, so not bad, good session. I'm going to try and get the boat and stuff out of the water now and in the dark and pack everything up, which is going to be a right pain. Get it back up on the roof and strap it all up, not being able to see what I'm doing. Cannot believe I ain't got me enemy lights with me. I didn't plan on coming out in the dark. I think I'm going to have to make sure I bring them with me from now on, whatever. Yeah, appreciate you all coming in, definitely. And you can stay in if you like, I'll spin you around, give you some light, and I've got to get this out of the water. Are you still there, Martin? Yeah, that fish had lovely colours, didn't it? So did the other one I caught, but I couldn't show it. I'm so annoyed. I think I'll repeat it again tomorrow and see if I can get a few more out. I'll see if Andy, Tigger and Stephen want to come down here, because you can do your normal fishing down here and you can also pike fish from the bank as well. And I think all three of us doing different things will be quite a good mix and make a good live. So I'll have a chat with him later, and I'll have a chat with Stephen later as well, and I'll see what I can arrange. Right, just bear with me for a little bit. I'm going to get the boat and stuff on the roof somehow in the dark and try and strap it down so I don't fly off on the way home. And yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, these batteries are heavy. Oh. Whew. Oh, engine's in the boot. Nearly there, everyone. Boots on the roof, just putting the straps on. one more strap and I'll be with you. Whew. Whoa. Well, everyone, appreciate you staying in and waiting for me to put the boat on the roof and stuff and watching the whole video. And that was one of those days that actually went to plan. Yes, lovely jubbly. I come down here, I've done a boat tour for an hour and a half, show everyone around all the boats, all around the island, all around everything. We had a good old tour. Went right off the end of the River Thurne, and yeah, that was awesome. And then I said, right, I'm going to switch off, go back to the car, go and get a rod and some lures. So I done that, started up a new live, which is this one, and we had to go for some pike. And guess what? Within 15 minutes, I had a double figure pike, had a couple more hookups, and then went off down the river and had another one. Around, I'm going to say 6, 7, 8 pound, not sure. Somewhere around that mark, weren't to double that one, but the first one definitely was. So really appreciate you coming in. Hope you enjoyed seeing that big fish and all the nice colours. I mean, for this time of year, it's got lovely colours. So, I'm quite chuffed with that. We'll get that on the front screen, and we'll go from there. So, I'll be in the chats and stuff later on. I've got to do some work, but only a few hours. So I'll be in the background of anything while I'm working, and then I'll be in the chats from then on. But cheers, Andy. Cheers, Lloydie. Cheers, Jay. Yeah, it was awesome pike, wasn't it, Jay? I'm gonna aim to get a few more of them now, and I'll make sure I've got me light gear with me every time I do this now, because I'll say it was an unplanned trip and I probably could have got some more tonight, to be honest. They're still biting, so I reckon I could have got more. Yeah, same to you, everyone. Really appreciate you coming in, and I'll see you quite soon. I'm pretty sure in another chat somewhere. So I've got a little bit of work to do, but nothing too crazy. Nothing that, I don't know, 3-4 hours won't do. So I'll pop home, have some dinner and get that sorted. Definitely Martin, yeah. I've been looking, Martin. I've been looking all over the place, but not sure what mate to go for. You got Abu Garcia, you got Predator, you got Dower, Drenham. There's loads of people that make them. And, as you probably know, I like my Drenham rods, but not really sure what to go for. No problem, Caroline. Thanks for coming in. You go for an abu, would you, Martin? An abu, what sort, or what do you reckon? 7 foot, 9 foot? What sort of weight would you go for? Because I want to use it for perch as well as pike, really. Or do I need to get 2 separate rods, do you reckon? One for perch and one for pike. I was thinking sort of somewhere in the middle, maybe a 9 foot with not too light a tip. Nearly went the wrong way then. So used to going off down that way, down towards Ludham and stuff. I nearly went off down that way. Trouble is for me to get out again. Oh, it's raining. Got that at the right time. Over there, or it's really damp. It's foggy and stuff. Even though it looks crystal clear in the camera, it's not. No, I think it is actually spitting with rain, which I don't really want. Well, I'd rather have it overnight and not during the day tomorrow, hopefully. The chat's flying through now. I can hardly read it when I'm trying to drive as well. But I certainly will. I'll stop and look back at it. Because I can see people are saying about different rods and stuff, I think. Just give me a minute, I'll find somewhere to pull over so I can reply to the comments. I've got a new camera display for the window screen in here. Is that any better than what I normally get? Is it shaky or is it quite smooth? Should be a lot smoother than the other ones, hopefully. Keep trying to upgrade everything. Remember, I've got a boat on the roof and I'm loaded up, so I'm hitting potholes and all sorts of stuff, so it should be taking a lot of that out. It's meant to. Just let me know what I've got. So if I can find somewhere to pull over, which is going to be hard in this country lane, then I will. Yeah, I got out of the boat at the right time there. I think if I'd have been another 15-20 minutes, I'd have got soaked. Which isn't great. Should be able to pull over just up here. Where the shop is there. Looks like there's a chip van there and do all sorts of different stuff. Look how busy it is. There's always people like that. It must be good food. I've never tried it. Alright, let me pull over here somewhere. And I'll see what everyone's saying. Oh, them poor brakes. Right, what do we got? Only black screen? What? Should be no black screen, it should be clear as anything. Yeah, it was a black. I must have lost signal or something then, because my picture's perfect. It's really clear. Sorry about that, everyone. I don't really know how to get rid of it. I'll try. My end's crystal clear. Why has it done that? Can you see me? Can you see now? Hello. Don't know what happened there. I must have got a bad signal or something like that. I was saying it was all running. Sounds good, Martin. 7 foot for the boat, 9 foot for the bank. I'll have a look at some of them. So lure fishing is not something I've done too much of. I normally put the pike rods out, which are my heavy duty carp rods, which can handle any pike anyway. Yeah, and sort of spinning wise, I ain't done it for quite a while, but I'm quite happy to do a bit of it because people want to see it on the channel. So yeah, I'll look into some of them rods and see what I can do. Oh, what? I was black all the time I packed up. I had my headlights on full beam for you and I was facing it down towards all the boats. Sorry about that. Also, appreciate everyone coming in. Crystal clear now. Well, this, I'm banging that, but that should have a new screen mount and that shouldn't bounce around so much when I'm going along the road now. So what I'll do is I'll drive down the road here just to a test and you tell me if that's bouncy or not. Because I want my car viewing to be good. I don't want the picture jumping up and down. There's nothing worse than you driving along in the car and all you see is it bouncing up and down, you can't see nothing. So I'll keep on buying all new stuff, trying to get that picture nice and still. So let's test it out, shall we? Just gonna have to whack the heaters on for a minute to clear the screen and that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down the main road, hit a few bumps and stuff, and you can let me know whether that's good or whether that's all wobbly still. I'll purposely try and go over the bumps. I'll go near the curb, look for the drain holes and potholes and stuff. You let me know what sort of picture you're getting, whether it's jumping around or not. There you go, like I'm hitting some really hefty potholes. It's a bit nasty on the car. Is the picture holding up or is that bouncing up and down? And I need to keep trying to find some better stuff. Cheers, Richard. I'm just trying to make my videos the best I can, really. I don't want to criticise anyone, but if I'm watching a video and then, you know, there's a car going down the road and it's all blurry, you can't see a thing, you don't really pay attention to it too much, do you? And I'm the same if it, you know, if you're watching a sea video or something like that on the beach and all you can hear is wind noise and no talking, no nothing. It's just really frustrating. So I'm trying to make my videos even better than what they were before, if that makes sense. Every year I'm going to step up a notch, if not 2 or 3 notches, like I have from when I started this year pretty much. Well, last year, you know, I've been on a year now. All my camera equipment's all being upgraded. It's actually on its way now. But maybe a couple of weeks, and we'll just see how we go on. I'll keep upgrading and upgrading until that's as good as I can get it. I'll try and get my sound always top notch. You see me when I'm walking up and down the beach and stuff like that with my mics on, so you can still hear me when I'm casting out, all that sort of stuff. Obviously if that ain't good though, is it? Because that'll be broken if I do that. Testing all this new stuff out has given me a lot of hassle. The reason that didn't stay in is because I've got a extra power pack on the outside of the camera, and that's a bit too big to be in the stand, but when I'm out on the boat and stuff, that gives me 2.5 times the battery. Like today I've done over 4 hours and I didn't even need a power pack, which is not bad going when you're live. Everyone will know you have to plug in all the power packs and keep everything going. So that's another upgrade I've got. So cheers everyone for coming in. I'll have to turn you off in a sec because the area will start losing the signal. I've only got sort of 10-15 minutes till I get home anyway. And like I say, I'm going to have something to eat, get washed up. And then got a bit of work to do, but I'll be in the chats, let them run in the background. I'm going to get my batteries and stuff on charge. I'm going to give me boat a wash and a clean out because I've got Pike all over it. And that'll be ready for its next trip. So I'm going to say cheers everyone for coming in. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed seeing a big pike. And I'll see you soon in another video because I'm about to lose all my signal and stuff. So I'll see you in a bit.